What's going on, beautiful people? You back at the Value of Relationships with valuable people attract people of value. I am sitting here with a world changer, a life changer, game changer. My bro, Billionaire PA, man, he said he was in Atlanta. I said, yo, you got to come by the crib, man. We got to do an interview. We got to dig into my book, The Value of Relationships. We got to discuss the chapter out of the book, Finding Success in Serving. And man, listen, everybody on every continent is going to know who this dude is right here, Billionaire PA. And I saw that when I met you. I said, yo, that dude is the truth right there. So me, I'm not the type of person like I want to wait till they reach that status and be like, oh man, can I talk to you? Like, nah, I like to talk to people right where they at. Even from watching your videos, like giving them flowers while they're alive. You know what I mean? So we're going to dig into this chapter 11 from my book, Finding Success in Serving. And my first question to you is, what does success mean to you?
Success to me means to understand the power of your mindset and understand your purpose here on earth. And my purpose here on this earth, what success is to me, is to, number one, cultivating healthy relationships, learning how to over-communicate and execute the purpose of what I was actually created here to do, which my purpose on the face of this earth is to inspire over 1 billion people to speak their dreams into existence. In transition of all of that, making sure that my mother is healthy, myself is healthy, because there is no success without you being healthy. So that's a part of success. So if I had to break it all the way down, understanding the value of your health, that's very important. Number two, cultivating healthy relationships. And number three, when we speak about success, making money is a part of success, but it does not define who I actually am. I use money as a tool. For me, it's like the world that we live in, this is my playground, this is my Six Flags. So everywhere I go, like right now, Atlanta is my home. Next week, I might be in DC, so you'll hear me always saying I'm moving to different places. Because the way my brain think and what success is to me is wherever I have the opportunity to share my gifts and my talents, that's my home and that's where success resides, and that's inside my heart and my mind. Because when you understand the power of your mindset, you'll realize that it's so powerful that you can give your heart a heart attack. Instead of using your mind to kill yourself and speak about negative things, instead of using your mind to prove your haters wrong, let's use our minds to prove the people right that believe in us. That's what success is to me. That's good.
I like the fact that you said, because I've asked a lot of people that question and nobody never started with health. A lot of times when you ask people what does success mean to you, they'll probably, they'll elaborate on, it's not just money, it's about, family, it's about this, it's about that. But I never really hear people just start with health.
Yeah.
And you define success as starting with health.
Yeah, it is. Because my dream is to be a billionaire. But what good is $1 billion if you have to work so hard and you get that $1 billion and then you have to end up chasing your health. So then you find out that the $1 billion and the money wasn't even success if you end up chasing health.
And we got that going on in our society now. We got a lot of wealthy people.
Yeah.
A lot of wealthy people, a lot of successful people, but they got poor. Their health is poor, so they can't even really enjoy it.
So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, definitely doing things that I never thought that I would do, and that's why when you said you want something to eat, I said, I'm gonna attempt the vegan plate because subconsciously I always want to get chicken. I always want to get meat because that's what I was raised on. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and stepping out of my element, understanding that on a car battery there are two, there's a negative and a positive sign. So sometimes people will see me on a 20, and then today I might just say, I just want to be on a 2. And the reason why I'm giving you that analogy is the negative energy and the positive energy must come together to create something that's called kinetic energy. When the two energies come together in that particular car, when you crank it up, you as the owner of that car get to decide, are we gonna go forward with this energy or are we gonna go backwards? Are we gonna pull out the God in us or are we gonna pull out the devil in us? Because you would never know that the light exists if you had never seen darkness. The negative and the positive energy must come together for us to appreciate that light. So in essence, what I just said, if we broke that down in human form, I would never know to appreciate a phenomenal woman if I never met a bad one. So I appreciate both energies. I just understand that I'd rather put most of the energy in showing appreciation to people and giving them their flowers while they're living and not when they dead. And that's where that birth at. And that's where that's, right in alignment with your chapter 11 of serving and giving value, of showing people that they are appreciated while they're alive and buying them nothing when they die.
That's the true value of relationship right there. And so when you just said the serving part, what does serving mean to you? So we define what success means to you. What does serving mean to you?
My dream, serving to me means to wake up every day, and the first thing, in order to help other people, you do have to help yourself. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that I put other people's dreams before mine, because I don't.
Okay.
Their response, because the worst thing I feel like in the world is for a person to be 40 years old and they think they're a man, but they still think like a child. So if you train a person to always need you and you always serving them, they're always going to depend upon you. So for me, what serving was for me was, I'm going to serve myself first. I'm going to make sure that I'm healthy, so that whatever I go out into the community and I speak on, I've already tested this out on me. Because the opposite of selfish is selfless, and you should never think less of yourself. But within the Black community, we have always taught to take everything we got and give it away. And I don't want to do that anymore. My dream is to gain success so that I can be able to bless you with some good natural herbs, or bless you with some money or investments to start your business, and it don't even hurt me. And now I'm still serving, and we go into partnership and we go into business. Because sometimes you can give people money, or you can get them material stuff and it actually hurt them. So your ego might feel good, and your ego went up like, dang, I helped the homeless man.
Yeah.
But if you saw him a week later dead off the money that you gave him off crack, how would you feel?
So that even that floated, that vein that you're in right now, it's kind of going into this next question in terms of us finding success in serving. Because like you said, you wanna serve a different way. Like, I want to make sure I'm healthy first before I feed the community. So people that are in your position, they might not be thinking like that. So it's a struggle for them to think like that. Why do you believe our society struggles to think that way?
I mean,
in terms of the route they go about serving.
Yeah. When you wake up every day, if you have, my grandmama taught me this. If you have the intent to really help people, then you serve based on the intent of your heart. If that feels good to you, some people might say, hey man, I give people money. If their intent was righteously to really help that person, by all means, go out and feed them and do this and do that. My intent is this. I believe that you have to help a person develop a healthy mindset, help a person to develop a wealthy mindset, and encourage them and teach them how to actually fish. So that they don't need you no more. Because I don't want to serve you every single day. I don't. I don't. I want to teach you how to build your own business, so you can teach the next person that's struggling how to run their business. It's kind of like, I don't know if this is too far-fetched, but something bothers me, bro, when I would go to church and I would see the pastor at the particular church that I was going to when I was a child makes a lot of money. And say it was 100 people in that congregation. And I know success is not all based upon money. But I don't believe that God put any of us here to be financially broke, mentally broken, or physically broken. So if you went to church when you was 5 and you was financially broke, mentally broken, and physically broken, and you stayed up under that church for 30 years, and I came back 30 years later, and you was in a worse situation, that's not the God that I want to serve. Because I don't serve no God that want me to be financially broke, mentally broke, and physically broke.
Now, do you believe it could have something to do with the person? Because I could get like the knowledge you sharing right now. I hear knowledge and wisdom coming out of here. So knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But that's the way. But some people might get this but don't apply it. So, like you saying, the teaching how to fish, I can stand with you by the water all day. PA showing me how to cast the line, how to put the bait on there, how to get this fish up out this water. And I'm like, well, I don't want to learn how to do that.
Well, that's the difference in a world changer. A world changer never really spends his time teaching somebody how to fish that don't want to fish. The conversation would never go any farther than 2 minutes with me. The people who are around you, the energy that you have on you and that you put in the universe. There's a reason while I'm sitting in the chair next to you. Because the energy that you have put into this universe, you probably would believe in my quote, you can never have too much faith.
Mm-hmm.
You probably believe in the quote, God's on my team.
Mm-hmm.
Who's on yours? Never spend your present time with people that you don't have a future with. Now, you might not say the quotes exactly like I say them, but you believe in them, and those frequencies and those energies is what brought us together in alignment to even do this interview. So the caliber of people that are going to attract to me are going to be the people who just might not know how to run a business or know how to fish, but they just need to be taught.
That's powerful. And that's what I say that in the book. Like, actually, that's one of my slogans that I always say is valuable people attract people of value.
Yeah.
And I say that because when you value yourself, it's automatic. You attract people of value. You don't gotta go looking for them. You don't gotta go say, man, where's the valuable people at? Like, where's PA at? No, it's like, it's just because you value yourself so much. Like you said, I'm putting value on myself. I'm making my mind healthy, my spirit healthy, my heart healthy, and automatically I'm attracting value to me. But when you devalue yourself, that's what you're gonna begin to attract. Let me get into this next question, man.
I like the name of your book, though, The Value of Relationships.
Man, I really believe everything that we need is in relationships, man.
Yeah, a lot of people, I know you didn't ask this, but I'll keep it short and straight to the point. A lot of people don't understand the value of relationships. And, you know, I've been very, you know, I met you through Fidelf.
Mm-hmm.
And Fidelf is a friend of mine who basically showed me all of Atlanta when I first came to Atlanta. I didn't know much about it.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he picked me up from the airport and everything, took me everywhere. So when he, even in regards to your music video, I didn't know about you. I didn't know the music or anything. When Fidel said, hey, can you do the video? I just said, yeah. Because I have certain relationships with friends that I have that if they ask me to do something, I don't even talk money to them. I just say, if you want me to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And boom, you know, I think it's 3, 4, 5 years later, we sitting right here. That came from a relationship that was cultivated. A lot of people hear the word relationship, but they forget to cope the actual relationship. And cope means, you know what I'm saying, to me, to be able to communicate with the person your honest truth. And a lot of people, they have communication issues and communication problems. Once you learn how to communicate and you learn how to execute, you can cultivate amazing relationships. The problem is people think money makes money, but it don't.
You know what's crazy? Even when you said that, like the fact when you said he picked you up from the airport and then he asked you to do the video, that was an act of serving right there. I don't think people fail to realize that even whatever that type of servitude is, there's a benefit from it.
Oh, absolutely.
And especially when your heart is in the right position, like valuable people attract people of value. I say that again, but that act of serving, and a lot of people, they're not trying to do that. It's like, I got my own book. I'm making my own video. I'm my own. I ain't trying to help that and do that. That's beneath me.
Well, the thing about serving is when you shift your mindset, bro. See, a lot of people don't, you know, I only speak in the form of money because that seems to be one of the forms that people just either attract to the most or they know about it. And I always reference my analogies around that. When we speak on the form of money, a lot of people don't understand that money is a promissory note that acquires debt. Knowledge is a promissory note that acquires power. So meaning, I could give you $100,000 and you would be taxed 33 to 50% on the money. But I could give you this knowledge on how to make millions of dollars or how to get healthy, and you get to take that and use it over and over and over again. So in essence, I can also give you alcohol. And you can drink the alcohol, but you're going to go pitch that alcohol right out. I could give you, people will go spend money on this though.
Yeah.
They'll go spend money on food, $300-400 food that they're going to ship right out. And they'll say, well, I got to eat. I know, but you also got to use your mind to accept the knowledge that people is giving to you, because the knowledge that certain people can give to you could feed your family for a life, to where you ain't got to just depend on other people to always bring you food and be serving to you, because one day you should be the server. So I say all that to say, you know, that's how I came up with the quote, speak your dreams into existence. And the key word in there is your. It's not my dream. It's yours. Because so many people think that people should support them when they haven't supported themselves. Like, did you take your own credit card and buy your own book? And so to say all of that, when you shift your mindset, there's a difference between wealthy and there's a difference between rich. And a rich mindset might say, you know, I'm going to take my book and I'm going to sell millions of these books. And hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that. You deserve the success. But a wealthy mindset on how that person becomes a billionaire is he says, not only did I write my book, I'm going to go and teach millions of people how to write a book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to teach them how to tell their story, how to, most importantly, own their intellectual property, how to pay $2 for the book and sell it for $25 or $30, how to never sell anything under 300% markup. These are things that are not taught. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand the value of intellectual property. And I think my new call out for people is in the music industry. And being that people may not have seen me do anything in music, they might not take I don't care how they take it, but I'm gonna say it, I say it because I know I dropped a single and I sold the single for $4.44. And I sold a lot of singles. And iTunes will allow people to put their single on their platform and sell it for 99 cents and $1.29. And I called somebody, like I think I called TuneCore and I said, can I change the price of my actual music because I don't want to sell it for $1.29. I don't want to sell it for 99 cents. And they said, no, we cannot let you do that. And I just said, like, who are you to tell me that I cannot sell my music for what I want to sell my music for?
Yeah.
My mother had got hit by a drunk driver and she was told that she would never walk again. So who are you to tell me that story is only worth 99 cents or $1.29? I don't care what other people sell their music for. I don't care, bro, if it's Beyonce, Jay-Z. I have a purpose, and I'm not saying that they don't. Right. I have a purpose and I have a mission, and there's numbers that I am tied to. And for example, I was homeless for 36 months and I slept in my truck for 63 straight days. So I wanted to sell a track for either $3.63 or $4.44 because we as people have to realize that people are not just buying your music, they buying you. So my solution is we should remove all of our music off of iTunes and other people's platforms and put it on our own platforms because these people was always buying it for you. And the solution to that, because I will never tell you to do something without having a solution, create you a Shopify account. It's only $30 a month. And go get a digital download app and embed that in the back end of Shopify. And put your music on your own website and let people come to your website and buy it. Because I would love to come to you to buy your music instead of going to Amazon to buy your books or going to other companies who are taking 20 and 30% of your success, but did not take 20 or 30% of your struggle.
Listen, man, I'm in here with Billionaire PA, man. We sitting in the house, man. Listen, I'm telling y'all, man, if you listening, this is still part of finding success and serving. Some of y'all may be listening to this and be like, man, what does that have to do with the success? What does that have to do with serving? Listen to it over again because you're missing gems right now. I'm serious, man.
This your first book?
Yeah, second one will be done in probably a month and a half.
Yeah, so you may look at it as, which I don't know. Some people just say, hey man, I got a book. But if you understand the power of your mindset and realize, let's sit back and look how society has trained so many Americans to fit within their box. In January, you celebrate New Year's, and you celebrate it. In February, you celebrate Valentine's Day, and you celebrate it. We live in a country that kills so many black people who want to tell us to love each other in 1 month. How about we practice that all 12 months? We live in a society that coronavirus hit and you got probably more people covering their mouth but having unprotected sex.
Hold on.
This is like we
you know what? Man, it's so much I want to say with that comment you just made right there. Like, because even here's the thing, when you're talking right now, this still is a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
I was gonna bring it back.
No, it still is because I understand the depth of what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Because our minds are at a certain level to that together. You know what I mean? So I can understand it. People watching it, they like to watch this video again to catch it. Like my mentor used to say, some things are taught and some things are caught.
Yeah, well, that goes along. The reason why that was brought up is when you asked me the first question about success, I talked about health. And I want you to protect your mouth. but I also want you to protect everything else too.
Mm.
That's health.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm not speaking at anyone, I'm also speaking directly with myself.
Yeah.
And being careful of the energies that I also entertain, because I'm not up here and the people are down here. My grandmama always told me that if you let people build your ego up and they build it up all the way up here, just realize that that's how far your black ass gotta fall.
Mm.
Cause they're gonna find something on you,
mm-hmm.
and they're gonna pull you down. So make sure you stay on the level playing field with people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what has really, I feel like, made me be, you know, a true world changer is somebody who can go into someone's world and really change the world. Now back to what I was saying in regards to your book. Some people see it as it's just a book. Mm-hmm. But when you understand, never give the rights away to your intellectual property. I was bringing up the holidays because there's a holiday in every single month for a reason. Number one, if you could get a big check like that within your business, how would you feel if at the beginning of your business, January, boom, look at all the people that spent money to celebrate New Year's. Boom, look at all the people that then went out and bought flowers to give out fake love and then broke up with the people a month or two later. Then boom, St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day. You needed somebody to tell you the day to actually show appreciation to your mama. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. You needed somebody to tell you when to sit down and give thanks. You needed somebody to sit and tell you when you can open up a man-made gift, but you ain't unwrapped the gifts that God gave you, with like writing a book. So when I sit and I think about how society has trained people, I say I'm gonna take that same approach and implement it into my business. So this intellectual property, you can have this cover 1 month, and then 1 year you say, hey man, I done sold 1 million books. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna revamp the book and I'm gonna repurpose it and I'm gonna release it again. So all I'm gonna do is change the cover and I'm gonna call this the Love Edition. Okay, Valentine is over. I'm gonna change it up and I'm gonna call it the Thankful Edition. It's gonna come out for November. That's just the way my brain thinks. But the content in all the books is the same, but everybody wants a different cover editions. That's how I think. So you can do the job one time and get paid forever.
My man Billionaire PA is on the interview right now, dropping gems. And for those who watching live, it's gems being dropped. But what do you want to leave behind on this earth?
I'm awkward and I'm weird with this question.
No, I want you to answer it how you answer it.
The reason why is because I never speak as if I'm ever going to be said and done. I know that one day we all got to leave this earth. I'm not crazy. But I'm careful with the words that I speak. So I don't want to speak dying into existence. I don't want to speak anything into existence. So when it's all said and done, the things that I'm going to see happen in real life is I'm going to see murals of myself and children all over the world that say, speak your dreams into existence. And on the 19th of every single month, they're not going to give me, we are going to earn a Speak Your Dreams Day. That's going to be honored for myself and all of the children around the world. And they will go to these murals and record themselves speaking their dreams into existence. So just how when people go to New York and they go see the Statue of Liberty, people are going to come to Atlanta, find the mural, go to the mural, manifest their dream. LA, Africa, all over the world. Then I'm going to build a house in Atlanta, Georgia with 63 bedrooms that represent 63 different countries. So for people who don't want to go get their passport, in order to get in my house, you'll have to get a fake passport. We'll give you the fake money that they passing out in real life anyway. But I'm gonna create me some, like some Monopoly money, and I'll just give it to you. And you can buy your passport. We'll expedite it that particular day. But I'm psychologically training the minds to really go out in real life and get their passport and travel the world. So if you come to my house, and this is what Fidelf is working on and helping me with right now, you can say, man, I want to live in Johannesburg. And then you could go stay in Johannesburg for 4 days. And then you could pick another country inside my house that you want to go stay in. And so, that's what I'm in Atlanta working on. And then I'm going to go into low-income neighborhoods, and I see it, bro. You see me right now manifesting my dream.
Even while you talking, like my faith is like connecting with it right now.
I'm gonna go into low-income neighborhoods. Well, not we gonna go into low-income neighborhoods, and we're gonna change some street signs. And I'm gonna start with where I'm from first, Alexander City, Alabama. In the street that I'm on, I'm gonna petition to change one of the streets I grew up on to Speak Your Dreams Avenue. And then another street, Wealthy Boulevard. And another street, Healthy Avenue. Because I want these children to grow up and psychologically understand the power of their mindsets. And if you understand the power of your mindset and you say it every day, I live at 321 Healthy Avenue, eventually you'll start saying healthy and you'll start to be healthy.
It's life and death are in your words. You speaking that thing into existence. every time you say it, I can agree with that street. They have to make a streets called the value of relationships.
So it's like my dream is to tap into people's subconscious brain so that they can understand the power of it. A lot of people don't understand the power of their subconscious brain. They tend to think their conscious brain is more powerful than their subconscious, but it's not. So in essence, what I just said was, it doesn't matter what I tell you about you. What matters is what you told yourself about yourself. And a lot of people, I can tell you, hey man, you can sell 1 million books, but if you don't believe it, it ain't gonna happen because your subconscious talked your conscious out of doing it. In essence, what I just said was, what if somebody came and, I'm not being funny, and told, when we say, oh, he lives in the hood, what if we change the name of the hood to, make, what I'm saying? What if we said that you don't live in the hood? What excuse do you have now? That's not the hood.
It's a mentality.
That's your mentality.
Like even where I live right now, this would per se be considered the surrounding area as the hood, but that's not my mentality.
Yeah.
When I walk out of here, I'm like, I live in a beautiful community. Yeah. It's all in my outlook. It's in my perspective. So when I sleep at night, I sleep in peace. You know what I mean?
So you can, I know where I grew up. It wasn't the best environment, but I never accepted that I lived in the hood. I never accepted a hood mentality. And even if I knew that was the hood, I didn't accept the hood mentality with it.
So this last question, if you could look in the camera and that up and coming business owner, that next entrepreneur out there that's like, I'm about to change the world, I'm gonna be like Billionaire PA, what advice would you give them in terms of the benefits of serving? Because a lot of times there's entrepreneurs out there, up and coming business owners, they like, man, I'm not trying to do that. You might say, man, this is what you need to do. They're like, I'm not trying to do that. I got my own way. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Like, but they're not willing to have that servitude mentality.
Yeah, I would tell
like, what would you tell them? Like, look right in the camera and let them know. Like, what advice would you give them?
I think most people know the advice that I would give. I would tell everybody, especially black people, get 2 bank accounts and pay yourself first on the day that you was born every single month. Many of y'all have a cell phone. You might have T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon. Many of y'all would rather pay your rent before you would pay yourself. And I know you probably think I'm crazy that if somebody would tell you, I wouldn't pay my rent before I would pay myself. See, society has taught a lot of people to take all their hard-earned money and just throw it at other people and help their dreams come true while you and your children die in misery. See, if you never pay yourself first, you'll never understand your own worth. So when we talk about paying yourself first, the reason why I want you to pay yourself first is because when you pay Sprint or you pay T-Mobile or you pay your cell phone, I hear the person watching the video like, I gotta pay these people. Well, they ain't gonna be at your funeral, but you gonna be there. You're gonna be there front row, center, first person in there. But none of them representatives are gonna be at your funeral. Now, I didn't say don't pay them. I said pay yourself first. Because what happens is you start to change your mentality to understanding your worth. You see, I pay myself $163.36 on the 19th of every month because I was homeless for 36 months and slept in my truck for 63 days. Hence, that's why my button that I wear is 3663. Hence, if you came and said, hey man, I ain't got 3663, I got 30. I say, hey bro, I ain't do 30 months in my truck. I did 36, you devaluing me. See, money has gotten removed out of the equation. Now you're really purchasing me. So you cannot tell me that the button not worth that.
That's another level of the value of that relationship.
Because I never put the value in money. I put the value in me. And a lot of people don't put the value in themselves. They put the value in paper money, which is why if they were selling a book for $20 or $30 and the person said, I only got for 10, they say, okay, cool. Well, you just devalued your story. I'm not doing that. People don't read $10 books to me. And some people feel different, but I feel I just know. Like,
no. Even what you're saying, that
like
I'm gonna be transparent. Like there's a mind shift that I had to have, and actually it was one of my friends. Because when I was selling my books in the mall, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sell it for 15. Because when I was pushing it for 20, I would get a little more resistance than the 15. So I said, let me just drop it to 15. And there was a man actually that walked past, and I was just tempting to sell it to him, and he said, how much? And I said 15, and he had $20 on him. He said, here. And I said, all right, let me get you a change. He said, keep the change. He said, let me tell you something. Don't ever sell your book for $15 again. And when he said that, I said, okay. And he said, no, I mean it. And so after that moment, every person that came by and they said, how much it is? I said 20. And if they go, I was like 20. And never budged. And ever since then, I got less resistance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think if you start to tell people the inspiration behind it, That's what will make it, because people buy off relatability.
Mm-hmm.
And when they relate to something, they'll pay whatever they want to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they will.
And that's what shifted the game, because I understood the value of it.
Yeah.
There were people literally that would what the highest I got was somebody paid me $50 for the book.
Yeah, they should.
You know,
if you know what you wrote and it's changing lives.
Yeah.
You know, I know the work that I do, so I'm never gonna tell nobody not to sell their stuff for what they believe is worth.
Wow.
So I appreciate everybody in the universe, man. In concluding, what I'll say for myself, whether you believe in any or all things that I say, we live in a society where a lot of people have dealt with so much trauma. I'm not here for you to actually like me. I'm actually a real world changer that was put here on earth to really bring change to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, don't be that person that are around people where they can do 99 right things or amazing things, but you only focus on the one thing that you disagree with. Don't be that person.
Mm-hmm.
Be that person that go out here and make a difference in somebody's life. You don't have to agree with everything that a person says. You don't have to agree with everything that my brothers say in order to like a person or help them to push their mission. If you support, you know what I'm saying, anything that I'm doing, grab one of the brothers' books, man. I speak it into existence. I speak into existence. At least 19 of y'all will do that, because I celebrate my birthday on the 19th of every month. And I want you to pay yourself on the day that you was born every month. 2 bank accounts automatically transferred from one account to the other account. I don't care if it's $5, $10, $20. Make sure you pay you first and get your nails done, your hair done on the day that you was born every single month. Treat yourself.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I remember watching one of your videos and you said you paid yourself on the 19th of every month. I said, yo, that's fire, because my birthday is on November 19th. And so that
we
really...
got the same birthday.
That's your birthday?
No, that's
not. I see what you're saying.
Every month.
But that resonated with me. When I was watching your live video one day, I was like, yo, that's powerful. It hit me a little harder, because I was like, my birthday on the 19th. I'm feeling that right there.
Yeah, I legitimately do celebrate the 19th of every month.
Nah, that's powerful right there, man.
A full birthday party, man.
Powerful,
I mean, it'll do something crazy to you, bro.
Yeah, it's a mind shift, man. Like, it's just a mind shift. Listen, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Listen, I just sat here with my bro, man, Billionaire PA. We talked about finding success in serving, the value of relationships where valuable people attract people of value. I'm telling you, this book is powerful, man. It already has changed thousands of lives from the United States to the far as the Middle East. I'm telling you, you want to grab a copy. Billionaire PA, tell them where they can find you, your site. The dude is doing it, man. I'm just letting y'all know that. I'm bragging right now because I respect this man.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Jamel Devon Jackson. Whole name.
You can find me on my brother's Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Before you come and find me, I don't want to promote myself right now. I want to promote what this brother is doing, and I really believe in what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I speak into existence that you will find somebody out there in the universe that will uplift you and push your dream. But if they don't push your dream and they don't, buy your book or they don't do anything, just know that it ain't their responsibility to push your dream. It's yours. Mm-hmm. And hang around but still hang around the people that will push yours. The only reason why I'm saying this is I never want you to lower your level of intelligence to meet other people's level of ignorance, and I don't want your ego to keep you broke. And a lot of people's egos definitely keep them broke. The people who gonna support you, they're gonna support you. Spend less time proving a hater wrong and more time proving the people right that believe in you.
I ain't got nothing else to say. Over and out. Billionaire PA, Jamel Jackson. Wealthy. Peace. Yo, I loved it, man.